Good morning, folks. We've got outstanding stories to hit today, but we're going to begin with that little sunspot group there with the bright umbral magnetic fields. Coming to spaceweathernews.com, the last day on our star was relatively quiet. We do have that little bright active region turning in to take over the Earth-facing disk briefly here today. It is slow developing, not producing much in terms of solar flares, even if it has brought us up off the floor. It is small, a lateral spreader, and has beta magnetic classification with a negative leading double spot and positive bringing up the caboose. Right now, geomagnetism is calming nicely, but we may see a re-intensification of the instability today as this morning an increase in solar wind density, middle panel in orange, may herald a faster and stronger stream from one of the coronal holes that has recently departed. Towards the end of the 211 angstrom frames here, you can see the next southern coronal hole incoming down there on the left. Let's go around the world, starting with the continued flash floods and blizzard condition snowstorms in Afghanistan. Silver lining would be it's abating their drought. We also had a small volcanic eruption in the Kamchatka Peninsula of Russia, but it was second fiddle in the volcano realm because Popo popped last night about as big as she has in a while. Their webcams are very well set up, along with many pro-level photographers who seem to just wait for the eruptions there. Folks, we need to run all the way through the forecast for Cyclone Trevor because it's going to be a slow-moving, disastrous event. After crossing northern territories, it will find new strength in the bay and form a much wider system base, allowing it to basically hold its shape for a while after landfall and begin to dump incredible amounts of rain in the center of the country. While the north expects and needs their monsoon rains, the southward push of the cell is going to be further south than they or the landscape is used to seeing. A week straight of heavy rainfall. Let's keep eyes open as it unfolds. The February Global Climate Report is out, and this really says it all. Extreme variability with the cold pretty much outshining the heat anomalies last month, and when we look back over the last 3 months, the story is largely the same. Fewer extreme anomalies, but a representation of up and down in temperature. We also have their precipitation maps, and what a contrast between Western Europe and the Eastern United States. Let's go to the articles and begin with the reinterpretation of the 776 lunar halo report from China. They're now thinking it might be a white aurora from the Charlemagne solar event, which would put that major blast 1 to 2 years after most scientists believe it occurred. A very cool lab experiment using an ion ring demonstrated how a wide range of elements and isotopes are produced in cosmic blasts, including how an insane isotope of xenon resulted from proton collisions. Folks, in the center of this colorful image, both ALMA and NRAO scientists are thinking the bright spot is actually 2 stars in concentric and oppositely moving orbits. Their evidence comes as they take a closer look at the gas velocities nearby, which do not at all indicate a single object is in the middle. Top 2 stories here. First, the DART impactor of the Hera asteroid project aims to strike the smaller of a binary asteroid system, slowing it down and changing the dynamics of the asteroids. They also have a major plan to study the impactor event, including multispectral views and laser measurements. This is an attempt to learn how to deflect an asteroid. Last but not least, 5 very smart and very mathematically inclined scientists from Texas, Duke, and Johns Hopkins have revised the Hubble constant as best can be done with existing data, refining and now confirming, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the discrepancy with Planck and physics beyond the lambda cold dark matter model, which has long survived its expiration date. We greatly appreciate your support. Website members, we've got a little review deeper look on how science is changing to hit the wire in a few hours. We've got your wind maps and shots of our star to close. We'll do this all again tomorrow, right here, but right now it's 4:20 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open, no fear. Be safe, everyone.